Yeah, I'm right back at you like I never left. I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's a little Kenny Russell Canoe, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoe. I'm here. And while I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Now, this is My Thoughts 50. Made it to 50. My Thoughts are 50 episodes, 50 videos, however you want to count them, in a short period of time, because I said once I started doing YouTube again and I was able to have the time and the space, um, I would continue to give you content, and that's what I'm delivering on that, and I'm going to continuously deliver on that. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I thank you for watching. I thank anybody who's been watching on these My Thoughts, the journey, giving my thoughts on religious videos, religious in nature, and just giving my thoughts and opinions on the video, the context of the video, and trying to, break it down and give my thoughts the way I see it and the way religion has, pointed these people and used these people to be saying and trying to put forth things in front of you in a religious manner to increase your religious belief, to get you in the nearest church, to follow the nearest pastor, imam, bishop, or any other parishioner. And what I've been saying this whole time, all 50 shows, all 50 videos, my thoughts is that spirituality is far more important and it's greater for the African people than a man-made religion. Excuse me. And we found out through this that a lot of the man-made religions, the face of it is a European. See, nowadays you have guys arguing, well, Jesus, they didn't say that. They've got one scripture in the Bible that says his hair is like wool, like mine is looking, and his feet is like brass. Okay. So you take one piece of scripture and you believe that they're talking about you. See, but that's nonsense, because if you open any book and go through the pages of a Bible, some of them have photographs, and not one photograph shows this Jesus the Christ in an imagery that looks like me, with skin like brass or foot like brass and hair like this. Not one. Okay. Now they have Ethiopic and Ethiopian Bibles from back in the day. Everybody was black. That's one thing. I'm speaking about the one that everybody follows, the King James Version. A lot of Bibles have photographs in them, and none of them are African people. So that's facts. So for any African person, in my opinion, to be bowing down to a dead white man on the cross or some European image of their God is insane. So I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody when I'm saying these things. You can have all the Jesus you want. You can have all the Allah, Buddha, all you want. But understand, you wasn't born with that. You were born with spirituality. So you was given religion, and you can accept and take anyone you want, or you can go find you one and go get anyone you want. You can be a Jehovah's Witness. That's not my business. I'm simply letting you understand one from the other. So today I'm going to give my thoughts on a video that I seen on the 700 Club. It was a short, and I don't own the video. You can find it wherever you can find it at in its entirety, and you can watch it. So this is a fair use act because it's a teaching moment. So let's look at the video.
I just spent like it was an unending faucet. I could just turn on and money would come out.
We were upside down at least $2,000 a month. I just kept picturing the Titanic. I was seeing the iceberg, and it was too late.
As their debt continued to grow, the couple started going to church and making small donations. They were surprised to see what happened when they gave.
We would give $20 one week, and then all of a sudden I'd get like some $38 check in the mail.
I instantly felt God's hand in my life. I felt him going, I've got you.
Shelly and Ed kept giving, and in 3.5 years, their debt was completely wiped out.
It was because for the first time in my life, I actually felt obedient to God.
Okay. That was the video. short and sweet, though nothing sweet was about it. That's just an analogy that people say when the video is short, or, whatever the case, whatever they're using that reference for. And my initial thoughts of the video was, that's a load of junk, okay? And it's a flat out lie. This is a commercial that was on the CBN Christian Broadcast Network through the 700 Club. Small advertisement trying to get people in church. What does everybody in the world has? Even rich people, they have some sort of debt. The common man has more than the rich man. The rich man, he might have a little debt because a lot of his return on investments look, like they wasn't gonna pan off like he thought. So he might go in debt a little bit on that. He's still a rich man, but he still has some sort of debt, or he paid bills like everybody else. So though it's not debt because he owes it and he's not gonna pay it, everyone has some type of debt. Okay, if you understand what I'm talking about. This is sold to the common man, the common Joe, like myself and yourself. We were broke. The lady said we were spending money. I was spending it like it came out of faucet. It just never ended. And that's how most folks think, because you can make it, you can spend it. Money is always going to come. That's how people feel. So you make it, you can spend it. And that's your right, okay? Go to church. They start going to church. Then they start putting a little bit of money in the collection plate each week. Now he said it was $2,000 upside down, which means every month they was $2,000 less than what they needed to cover all their overhead. So they would always come in $2,000 less than what they really needed, but he was making it work. So somehow they got to church. So he didn't have no money. He was $2,000 in debt every month, but he somehow managed to give a 20, put a 20 here and there in church. Now this helped him out financially. How? See, nobody sat there and asked him, how did this help you out financially? You see what I'm saying? This is how you have to break things down. And why are they saying that? They're trying to sell you on God. See, if you broke, if you rich, you in debt, anything, give God your money and let God take care of you. That's a flat out falsified lie. The man was $2,000 in debt, but he found some way to manage to put 20 here, 20 there. Then I gave 21 week and I got $38 back. So he made $18 from this God out of nowhere. This is what they want you to believe, because he didn't say where the check came from. Out of nowhere, I get a $38 check. So he put in 20 and then he gained 18. See, this Lord didn't even double it. It didn't come from him. But if you want to equate what they're trying to act like God gives you funds out of nowhere, just keep up with the story. He gained $18 out of nowhere. Now, he didn't double his investment. He's $2 short on that. So God couldn't even match his 20 and give him a 40. You hear me? This is how I break things down. Because he insists that God gave him the $38. That's why he just said out of nowhere, a $38 check. I would just receive a $38 check. Okay, put the $38 with the $2,000 that he got, that he's in debt. Minus that, he's $1,900 and something in debt now every month still. I mean, what are they talking about? Over the years, him and his wife, 3 years, just kept giving money. They gave all their money, and now they're out of debt. How did that help them? See, this is just a small, commercial, and they're just trying to get people into God, but I need a little more information than that. Where did God come in at and say, by them giving me all this money, that God gave them all their money they needed, now they're somewhere on a beach rich? Because I know plenty of devout Christians, plenty. I know hundreds of them that go to church every Sunday and give their money seamlessly and silly, like give their money to this Lord and nothing ever comes behind it. Nothing, not one thing. No mysterious check in the mail, no God in 3 or 4 years. They've been doing it all their life, have took care of them and say, hey, no more debt. God got you. You gave to God all your life, so God's giving them. So that's silly. That's a dupe. That's a commercial used to bring people into any church, because church is a big business. Give church your money at an endless amount, and it's God to take care of you. See, as long as you believe that, you might as well go believe in the Hulk. See, Spider-Man, he's out there to believe in. The Green Hornet, Superman flying through the sky. You can give your money to him and any of the rest of these people. Because if you believe in that, you're silly enough to believe in anything. And that's my problem with religious people. They just want something to believe. They can't make no facts out of anything. There's no rationale for anything in the Bible. When you present a problem, hey man, that's a problem. We never found nobody named Noah. God used to believe. What you mean? They finding all kind of evidence. Where is Noah? I don't want no evidence he left behind. Show me the body, the physical man. See, the Bible is very intelligent. They can say it's a scratch right there in that mountain. Of course, you're going to find a scratch in the mountain somewhere. And you go look and say, hey, that's the scratch. Joel was talking about that you've been duped. Religion develops insanity, and they know that. So anybody that just believes anything, he has developed a bit of insanity. And it's very intelligent people that has developed this religious insanity, because your belief is much stronger than the facts that you ignore. See, you ignore the whole world to say God is real without any evidence of God doing anything for anybody in the human realm. Okay? Never did one thing. But you will ignore the whole world just to say that this Jesus the Christ, this Allah, this Buddha, and all these people is real. This Yahweh. So remember to check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's like an old lyric of a rap song, because these people is out to get money. It's big business. Religion is meant to gather you up, keep you away from each other, control your pockets and your belief system. And with all that control, you're nothing left but a zombie. That's my thoughts on the video. That was my thoughts 50. I don't know if I'll do any more. I might go on to something else, but I thank everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I ask them all to. Thank you.